Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry Turquoise. Today will be the visual way of the plotter versus pantser. We're going to use Microsoft Word today. So we are going to start off with plotter. And I have a I don't have it plugged in. I'm sorry if my voice sounds different than normal. I kinda had a rough weekend, which is why I did not do any live streams throughout the long weekend, which I was hoping to do. I will explain that again in the live stream tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time, but this video will be going up afterwards, so my voice sounds a little odd, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So I'm gonna open up my memory stick. So just ignore that. So this and this. So this is all, well, except for that. So basically this whole thing is my novels. I don't have any titles yet, but we'll be going through them. So these are just temporary titles. I might keep them, I might not. Let's see here, which one is it? So this one. Should I put it as outline? So I'm not going to go too far down, but basically this is one form outline, and this is a traditional outline kind of way where you do chapters per chapter, or you can do scene per scene. And as you can tell, I have questions and what I need to jot down for notes for my book that I am working on during Camp NaNoWriMo. Not quite done yet, but this is basically what it is. I do have a video on how to do traditional outlining in the on this channel. I will leave a link or in a card up around here somewhere. So anyways, plotters outline basically. So we'll just get rid of that. We'll change the size here. So a plotter will outline their work, just like what I just showed you. And on there. They will also, let me go find my notes here. And they tend to know when the book is going, how the book is going to end. So with the horror one, I have a young adult version and the adult version. I will, no, I don't think I have, no, Ghosty was the young adult book. I will go into details into that in a spill the tea video on how I wrote this. No, I don't have an outline. Okay, so the horror dark fantasy book that I'm currently writing, I need to upload the outline on here. But I do have a basic outline. And I have one way it's gonna end, but the book has changed where that ending is still possible, but there is a possibility of another ending. So for me, it will be like possibly 3 to 4 different types of endings for one book. It will all depend on how the characters drive it and how the plot changes and drives itself. Because my book is both character driven and plot driven. Another thing plotters can do, which is they can plot driven or character driven. I cannot spell today. Their story. I'm not too sure if a pantser can do that. Let me know down in the comments if you guys can do that as well. I don't see how you guys would not be able to. It would be an interesting conversation to see how many pantsers do this. So basically I got another spell mistake. So basically for people that don't know what plot driven, character driven is, character driven is where the book, no, where the character drives the story forward. And as for plot driven, the plot is making the book go forward. So I'm trying to type this and talk at the exact same time so that way you guys can see what I mean. And there are some writers out there, plotters and possibly pantsers, that do both. Again, let me know down in the comments if you're one of those people. If you do character driven or plot driven with your story that you're working on or in the past. Now this is for more the heavy plotters, but even the basic plotters have some of this down. I do have characters in the world down, but I don't have the scenes and the history down. But also I'm writing the history kind of in the book and this book here. So basically, there's plotters that know all about the characters before they even write the book. And then there are some plotters and even pantsers that find out what their characters are like after they wrote the first draft. Well, you should know your character's name before you finish the first draft. However, there is some writers out there that don't have names quite yet for them, so they come up with some sort of nickname or just say sister or main character's friend. And I don't know how they distinguish those characters apart. Let me know down in the comments if you're one of those people. not one of those people, one of those authors. Let me know how you are able to distinguish from which character to which, and not how to get them mixed up. Uh, the history. Of course, I spelled history wrong. History and scenes. Now there are even some plotters have their conversations with one character and the other written down too. So what I mean by this, I'll show you mine. Not in the horror one because it's not written down on the computer. It's in my series Bible, which if you want me to do a video of that, I will do that. Just let me know down in the comments. Characters. So, Life of the Supernatural series, character book 1. This is all the characters' names I found that I have liked. So, for girls, and then down here I've got boys' names as well. And I have started the character descriptions of my characters. I don't think I have this character in my book yet, or I haven't done a point of view on her. So my my book has a lot of characters going to be in it, kind of thing. But right now it's a main focus of 4, maybe possibly a couple more. I'm just taking a break from it, but this is what the character build-in part looks like, anyways, down here. And what I do up here, I just pick the names that suit best the character. And if the character changes personalities part way, I will change their name as well. Another one is the world building. Now I just got these off of Google Image to help me out, to help me visualize, but I don't have all the worlds built. But this is basically the, maybe I do. Well, maybe I don't. Looks like I'm missing. Okay, no, that is all the underworld. Okay. And the part of the dragon realm, which, okay. So yeah. So I just use Google Image to help me visualize the different types of dragons when it comes to the dragon realm. I have not found any pictures yet that can fit the description of this one realm specifically. But this is one way that you can do world building that goes same with character descriptions and character buildings as well. And where are you? And this is one way you can outline. There are different types of outline, and I am planning on doing a outline for each type of outline. That made no sense. Each book that I am planning on writing that is different, I am planning on writing an outline. So my next book, whether it be book 2 of the horror dark fantasy or another completely different book during NaNoWriMo, will have a different outline. If that makes sense. And I noticed in my non-visual way that I accidentally forgot to say the cons to either plotters or panthers. And I think it's the panthers I did that too. So I will be adding this to this video as well. Okay, that's good. I had a piece of paper with the others. That's on to a little bit later. Another thing that plotters tend to do, plotters tend to have their outline ready or set up for the next book of the series and have their subplots ready as well. So basically they have their main plot and subplots ready for the next book of the series. Or they have a general idea of it. Now those are the pros. The plotters. Now there are cons to being a plotter, and I can relate to this a little too well. Oh, okay, 14. I'm sorry if this video will be on a longer end because it's harder to explain it in a visual way where I'm hoping you guys will understand it. Let me know down in the comments if I need to redo this video and make it better, because I am willing to. And as I improve on outlining versus doing more information digging on plotter versus panthers, I will do a more updated video on this as well. And I feel like there is more information about this, but I have not found it yet. So basically the cons of a plotter is, is that 11 or 12? 11. Is that plotter are sometimes confined in their work, like they are confined with what they wrote down in their outline. So we'll go back to the traditional outline. So basically what can happen is that a writer can hit a writer's block because they have no flexibility in their writing, and they can go back to their outline to see where they can improve, or they will have to change the outline completely just to get the book to work. And I used the wrong there again. Okay. So if they want to make any changes, they would need to change their outline. That's wrong there again. Change their outline. Now from how far back, it will depend on how much change they need to do in their book. So let's say, we'll go back to the traditional one. So let's say they're on chapter 4 and they realize they need to change the beginning, which isn't bad when they're only 4 chapters in versus 11 chapters in. And then they just have to come back and redo their outline to make it work for up from chapter 1 to chapter 4 to make sure that it works out. And vice versa if they've done 11 chapters or more. And if a plotter hits a writer's block, they tend to, or at least some of us do. Let me know if you do this. If you are a plotter or a pantser that does this as well, they will, if a plotter or writer, so if a plotter gets writer's block, they will either relook at their outline or redo the outline or do some more research to help them out. Or they do all 3. Now there might be a process to this as well if there's a writer's block with plotters and pantsers that I'm not aware of. Let me know down in the comments if I am missing anything on this, and I will add it to a more updated video, or I can somehow fix this video. And so that's basically all the plotters that all the plot information I have gathered and understood, or at least this is the way I understand it. And now we will do some pantsing. Oops. Knew it was gonna do that. Basically, pantsers are the total opposite So pantsers are the opposite of plotters. They don't really do an outline. They, or at least some of them, if not most, they will start with a character or an idea of the book and go from there. Oh yeah, and another saying that we're going to temporarily go back to the plotters. Another thing a plotter does, they ask what if, or what will happen next. So basically they're always trying to always have an answer to what's going to happen next, and that's how they get their questions answered with their stories. If that makes sense. So basically the best way I can explain it is, let's say you are writing a horror book. So let's say it's about, I know there's lots of stories about vampires, so we'll just use a vampire for an example. What if a vampire bites a human? Will they would that human turn into a vampire as well? Or is the venom poisonous and kills them off? Or kills the human without turning them? Or, so let's say the human gets to turn into a vampire as well. So the next question will be, how would this new vampire learn to control their powers, control their thirst in this case? And in this case, it will be the vampire that changed them will teach them how to control their thirst. And so forth on the questions until they have a solid story out there. I know there's probably a few stories with this kind of idea. I'm just using it for an example. I'm not going to even add any of this to the story of the horror dark fantasy because it's not relevant. So again, I'm really sorry about this. I'm just a little all over the place right now. But I am back on the pantsin, and I am going to focus on the pantsin this time. I can assure you. So pantsers are the opposite of plotters, and they sometimes start with a character or an idea for their book and go from there. So they will start writing their story from that character or the idea. They will do some research just like the plotters do. I don't know how many pantsers do this, but pantsers keep notes about a change of, oops, I spelled that wrong. Pantsers keep notes of any changes from a scene or character, or something that helps them remember. I really cannot type today. So let's cancel. So basically, what is gonna happen is if there's any changes that happen in the book along the way, they will make a note. So we'll use this. So let's say you are writing the scene where the vampire bites a human and intentionally it was supposed to just plain kill them, but then it changed. Then you change the story where it actually changes them into a vampire as well. You want that character to die, but really, the story didn't really have much rhythm or dramatic. If it just plain killed the character for your story idea, so then they will change it to into the vampire instead. And the story, no write notes from there. And Panthers also find excitement. But that was spelled wrong. I'll fix that later. They will find excitement when they write without an outline because they don't know what's going to happen next. Don't get me wrong, some Panthers probably do know what's going to happen next, which also would drive them forward and add some more excitement. But if they don't know where it's going to go, then they are also excited. So another thing that Panthers have that plotters don't really have, they can take the Panthers have the freedom to take their novel or their book wherever they want or wherever their character is taking them, or the plot of the story. So they basically go with the flow. So for example, if they don't like a character, they can just delete them or kill them off. If it's a main character, I don't know how this would work, because that would mean they'll need to find a new main character unless that is the ending of their story. I'm not too sure. And let me know down in the comments, Panthers, plotters, of how that would work. And that goes same with and that's the same with scenes as well. Unfortunately for a plotter, if they did this, they would need to plot it out and possibly change the outline. Now there are cons to being a pantser. The main one that popped up with the research was they tend to get stuck. As they write. Pantsers, let me know down in the comments if this is accurate or not for you guys. This is just what I have found out for research wise. So let me know, even plotters as well. Let me know if this is accurate at all. If not, let me know down in the comments, and I'm really sorry about that. I will fix it as soon as I can. So if they do get stuck, they need to find a solution, which sometimes could take a while. Even a father needs to find a solution if they're stuck somewhere. I need to find a solution on the situation in their book. So we'll use this again for an example. If the pantser were to get stuck, let's say, partway through the book of how the vampires controlling their thirst, and they get stuck on how 100% they do control their thirst, and they will need to find a solution in that. Now plotters might be doing this too. However, there's some pantsers go back to their older projects until they have a solution. Then some do not go back to their old projects just to try to get things worked out. And then we have the plantsters. Yeah. Excuse me. Oops. Now, a plantster is a combo of both plotter and pantser. And I have found out from another author that some planters can't do rough drafts, and then once they are done it, they will plot to fill the plot holes and flesh everything out. That's something that some planters do. Let me know down in the comments if you do that as well. That's basically all the information I have for planters. Because, like I said, they're a combo of both. So they're a combo of a plotter and a panther. And so they can either go more one way or another way, but still have wiggle room for. So let's say they go more of a plotter, like they lean more towards a plotter, but they still have wiggle room to pants. Or if they lean more towards a panther, and then they can do like a basic outline kind of thing. I don't know too many. I don't know any cons to a planter. If you are a planter, let me know if there is any cons to this, because I'm not too sure. I'm doing this with my novel, and one of the cons I'm noticing, actually now I'm thinking about it, my mistake. Actually, it's only the one con, but I'm sure there's more. One of the cons I have noticed with being a planter with this book is that you hit a writer's block, and not only do you need to find a solution, well, no, yeah, you need to find a solution, but also look at the outline if you have one. Because I actually hit this. So let me know if you are a planter, what other pros and what other cons there are to being a planter. And that is it for plotter versus panther. Are you a plotter, or are you a panther, or are you someone in between that is a planter? Let me know down in the comments if I am pronouncing that wrong, because I'm not 100% sure how that is pronounced. And once more, you need to save your work. And that is it for this video. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for watching. And subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon to get notified of all my posts. I post videos once a week, and I do a live stream once a week. And I also upload bonus videos as well. And click the like button if you like these videos, and leave a comment down below. And follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. All the links are down below as well. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And remember, stay true to yourself and stay unique. Bye.